108. In the following table, the prefectures are grouped by regions. *Smiley 118. Prefectures of Japan with colored regions. Hokkaido 1. Hokkaido Thoku 2. Aomori 3. Iwate 4. Magi 5. Akita 6. Yamagata 7. Fukushima Kant 8. Ibaraki 9. Tochigi 10. Gunma 11. Saitama 12. Chiba 13. Tokyo 14. Kanagawa 15. Niigata 16. Toyama 17. Ishikawa 18. Fukui 19. Yamanashi 20. Nagano 21. Gifu 22. Shitsuoka 23. Aichi Kansai 24. Mi 25. Shiga 26. Kyoto 27. Osaka 28. Higo 29. Nara 30. Wakayama Goku 31. Totrai 32. Shimane 33. Okayama 34. Hiroshima 35. Yamagachi Shikaku 36. Tokushima 37. Kigawa 38. Aim 39. Kai Kysh 40. Fukuoka 41. Saga 42. Nagasaki 43. Kumamoto 44. Ita 45. Miyazaki 46. Kagoshima 47. Okinawa. Foreign relations. Japan is a member of both the G7 and the G20. A member state of the United Nations since 1956. Japan is one of the G4 nations seeking reform of the Security Council. 119. Japan is a member of the G7, APEC, and ASEAN Plus 3, and is a participant in the East Asia Summit. 120. It is the world's fifth largest donor of official development assistance, donating $9.2 billion in 2014. 121. In 2019, Japan had the fourth largest diplomatic network in the world. 122. Japan has close economic and military relations with the United States, with which it maintains a security alliance. 123. The United States is a major market for Japanese exports and a major source of Japanese imports, and is committed to defending the country, with military bases in Japan. 123. Japan is also a member of the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, more commonly the Quad, a multilateral security collaboration reformed in 2017 aiming to limit Chinese influence in the Indo-Pacific region, along with the United States, Australia, and India, reflecting existing relations and patterns of cooperation. 124. 125. Japan's relationship with South Korea had historically been strained because of Japan's treatment of Koreans during Japanese colonial rule, particularly over the issue of comfort women. In 2015, Japan agreed to settle the comfort women dispute with South Korea by issuing a formal apology and paying money to the surviving comfort women. 126. As of 2019, Japan is a major importer of Korean music, K-pop, television, K-dramas, and other cultural products. 127. 128. Japan is engaged in several territorial disputes with its neighbors. Japan contests Russia's control of the southern Kuril Islands, which were occupied by the Soviet Union in 1945. 129. South Korea's control of the Lion Court rocks is acknowledged but not accepted as they are claimed by Japan. 130. Japan has strained relations with China and Taiwan over the Senkaku Islands and the status of Okinotorishima. 131. Military. JMSDF Con class destroyer. Japan is the second highest ranked Asian country in the 2022 Global Peace Index, after Singapore. 132. It spent 1% of its total GDP on its defense budget in 2020. 133, and maintains the ninth largest military budget in the world. 134. The country's military, the Japan Self-Defense Forces, is restricted by Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution, which renounces Japan's right to declare war or use military force in international disputes. 135. The military is governed by the Ministry of Defense, and primarily consists of the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force, the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, and the Japan Air Self-Defense Force. The deployment of troops to Iraq and Afghanistan marked the first overseas use of Japan's military since World War II. 136. The government of Japan has been making changes to its security policy, which include the establishment of the National Security Council, the adoption of the National Security Strategy, and the development of the National Defense Program Guidelines. 137. In May 2014, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said Japan wanted to shed the passiveness it has maintained since the end of World War II and takes more responsibility for regional security. 138. Recent tensions, particularly with North Korea and China, have reignited the debate over the status of the JSDF and its relation to Japanese society. 139. 140. Domestic law enforcement. Domestic security in Japan is provided mainly by the prefectural police departments, under the oversight of the National Police Agency. 141. As the central coordinating body for the prefectural police departments, the National Police Agency is administered by the National Public Safety Commission. 142. The Special Assault Team comprises national-level counter-terrorism tactical units that cooperate with territorial-level anti-firearms squads and counter NBC terrorism. The headquarters of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department squads. 143. The Japan Coast Guard guards territorial waters surrounding Japan and uses surveillance and control countermeasures against smuggling, marine environmental crime, poaching, piracy, spy ships, unauthorized foreign fishing vessels, and illegal immigration. 144. The Firearm and Sword Possession Control Law strictly regulates the civilian ownership of guns, swords, and other weaponry. 145. 146. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, among the member states of the UN that report statistics as of 2018, the incidence rates of violent crimes such as murder, abduction, sexual violence, and robbery are very low in Japan. 147, 148, 149, 150. Economy. Skyscrapers in Nakanoshima. Osaka, a major financial center in Japan. Japan has the world's third largest economy by nominal GDP, after that of the United States and China, and the fourth largest economy by PPP. As of 2020, Japan's labor force is the world's eighth largest, and consists of 66.5 million workers. 76. As of 2021, Japan has a low unemployment rate of around 2.8%. 151. Its poverty rate is the second highest among the G7 nations, 152, and exceeds 15.7% of the population. 153. Japan has the highest ratio of public debt to GDP among advanced economies, 154, with national debt estimated at 248% relative to GDP as of 2022. 155. The Japanese yen is the world's third largest reserve currency after the US dollar and the euro. 156. Japan was the world's fourth largest exporter and importer in 2021. 157. 158. Its exports amounted to 15.6% of its total GDP in 2020. 159. As of 2019, Japan's main export markets were the United States, 19.8%, and China, 19.1%. 110. Its main exports are motor vehicles, iron and steel products, semiconductors, and auto parts. 76. Japan's main import markets as of 2019 were China, 23.5%, the United States, 11%, and Australia, 6.3%. 110. Japan's main imports are machinery and equipment, fossil fuels, foodstuffs, chemicals, and raw materials for its industries. 110. The Japanese variant of capitalism has many distinct features. Keiatsu enterprises are influential, and lifetime employment and seniority-based career advancement are common in the Japanese work environment. 160. 161. Japan has a large cooperative sector, with 3 of the world's 10 largest cooperatives, including the largest consumer cooperative and the largest agricultural cooperative as of 2018. 162. It ranks highly for competitiveness and economic freedom. Japan ranked 6th in the Global Competitiveness Report in 2019. 163. It attracted 31.9 million international tourists in 2019. 164, and was ranked 11th in the world in 2019 for inbound tourism. 165. The 2021 Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Report ranked Japan first in the world out of 117 countries. 166. Its international tourism receipts in 2019 amounted to $46.1 billion. 165. Agriculture.
Yes, short break. I have some Danish videos. It's 6 p.m. I start to get tired and sleepy because I'm old, start to getting old man. I'm 57 years old. I have some Danish video. We can put public, but I need, let's drink some juice. I did buy some cola, but I don't think it's cold. Let's drink some juice, and there's a piece of cheese bread. Let's do that. My Danish video and my English car videos. But I got my money today, I got my pension. I have a low Danish pension, but I have a debt $1,000 I have to pay to my credit card debt. I did borrow some money, like $15,000, 100,000 Danish kroner borrowed 4 years ago to pay my credit card debt. Then I did pay my credit card debt, and then I did start to use it again. So that was a mistake. So I need this $300 and $400. That was my money for food. So I did borrow $50,000 4 years ago. Then I did pay my credit card debt down to 0. But then I did start to use my my credit card again. Yes, I have all this, my new cell phones. I not like to have, we cannot have water because I have my cell phones there. So let's not do that anymore. I had to drink in my kitchen. Normally I take this glass, I take it and put it next to my bed, but let's stop do that because I have this Z2 cell phone. I got a new cell phone, a Sony Xperia. Yes, I have some Danish video to put public. It's not ready yet. No, need some minutes. Just finish the video is just finished uploading. We have the early Danish evening news in 25 minutes. Could take a break and charge my camcorder.
And fishery. A rice paddy in Asia, Fukushima Prefecture. The Japanese agricultural sector accounts for about 1.2% of the total country's GDP as of 2018. 110. Only 11.5% of Japan's land is suitable for cultivation. 167. Because of this lack of arable land, a system of terraces is used to farm in small areas. 168. This results in one of the world's highest levels of crop yields per unit area, with an agricultural self-sufficiency rate of about 50% as of 2018. 169. Japan's small agricultural sector is highly subsidized and protected. 170. There has been a growing concern about farming as farmers are aging with a difficult time finding successors. 171. Japan ranked 7th in the world in tonnage of fish caught and captured, 3,167,610 metric tons of fish in 2016, down from an annual average of 4 million tons over the previous decade. 172. Japan maintains one of the world's largest fishing fleets and accounts for nearly 15% of the global catch. 76. Prompting critiques that Japan's fishing is leading to depletion in fish stocks such as tuna. 173. Japan has sparked controversy by supporting commercial whaling. 174. Industry and services. A plug-in hybrid car manufactured by Toyota. Japan is the third largest maker of motor vehicles in the world. 175. Japan has a large industrial capacity and is home to some of the largest and most technologically advanced producers of motor vehicles, machine tools, steel and non-ferrous metals, ships, chemical substances, textiles, and processed foods. 76. Japan's industrial sector makes up approximately 27.5% of its GDP. 76. The country's manufacturing output is the third highest in the world as of 2019. 176. Japan is the third largest automobile producer in the world as of 2017 and is home to Toyota, the world's largest automobile company. 175. 177. the Japanese shipbuilding industry faces competition from South Korea and China. A 2020 government initiative identified this sector as a target for increasing exports. 178. Japan's service sector accounts for about 70% of its total economic output.